We're cooking it up in here. Look at that. It is wonderful. Oh, this is so pretty. Ooh, looks scrumptious. Hey everybody, I'm Vera Stewart and welcome to the VeryVera Show. Now you may be looking at me right now thinking this is a rerun, but guess what? It is the middle of winter and I am in Clearwater, Florida. I'm so excited to share this destination with you of all the things that you can do this time of year and all year from this area. You know, Clearwater is noted for its beautiful coast, the restaurants and hotels that line this area, and it's ranked among the best in terms of beaches with the white sand, the clear water. It's just, you know, that's part of the name, Clearwater, Florida, and that's where it gets that from. All right, it's also home to the aquarium here that's noted from the Dolphin Tale movies. And so they rescue these dolphins and other sea creatures and kind of care for them until they're back to normal. So we've got a lot to do today. We're going to start by getting on a boat and going out in the Gulf to fish for stone crab. I'm so excited. And then we'll head over to the processing plant, learn how they're prepared before they go to a beautiful restaurant. And we're going to go to the Beachcomber and enjoy some of those stone crabs. Then we'll head over to Salt Cracker Fish Camp. You know, Clearwater is noted for their grouper sandwich and is the best one at Salt Cracker. All right, then what could be better than sunset on the beach and all the festivals, the local vendors, just a great time there. So get ready, sit back, enjoy yourself. We're going to have fun in Clearwater. All right, so in Clearwater, Florida, from October to March, you're doing what we're doing right here. So I am with Captain Mark. He's the king of understanding of all of this. And can y'all believe I'm holding 2 stone crabs? Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm getting ready to put this back down. And Captain Mark, thank you for having me on your boat today. You know, this is a special treat because this is commercially done here in Clearwater. And I am actually doing this so all of you can learn about the stone crab, why that's such an expensive item on a menu, but why it is so amazingly delicious. So Mark, kind of take us from start to finish on how we get this done.
Well, starting in October, we bring all of our traps out. Right now there's about 3,000 of them in the water. We try to come out here daily and pick up at least 500 to 600 traps a day.
So you start like what time of the morning?
We get started around 6 in the morning and we try to get back to the dock for dinner service around 5 o'clock. Make sure that everybody gets a nice fresh catch on their plate.
You know, I was looking at the GPS earlier when you actually let me drive the boat some today too.
Of course.
I've had the best time. So looking at the GPS, you've got these traps all over the place. And the trap itself is, tell us about that.
The traps are 16 inches square. They weigh about 50 pounds with the concrete that is in the bottom. So when you throw them in, they rest on the bottom, concrete down.
And when you say the bottom, like how far are you talking?
We're fishing right now in about 30 foot of water.
Okay.
And all of our lines consist of about 150 to 200 traps per line. So you divide it out and we have, you know, about 10 or 15 lines to pull.
Okay. And then what, you know, I've got a nice smell going right here behind me. I'm looking at fish heads and carcasses. So tell us what we're putting in these traps.
This is some of the fish that we would be processing at the restaurant to
That's
serve.
That's almost the same size as me, Mark.
For dinners. And of course we utilize the heads to bring back out along with the backbones to put in the traps to attract the crabs.
Okay, so one of the traps that we were pulling up a while ago had the enemy of the stone crab in it.
Yes, our enemy number one would be octopus. We normally start out the season without seeing very many of them, but then around December or January, as the water cools down, we get a crawl of octopus, which chases our crabs out of the area, and they eat everything in sight.
Oh man. Well, we're going to head from here back ashore, going to head to the processing plant to learn more about how this gets from here to the dinner table that we're going to enjoy it on in just a few minutes. So Mark, thank you so much for this opportunity and for the education. And all of you, stick with us. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Come to Florida and eat our fresh seafood.
Welcome back, everybody, and if you're just joining me, I'm in Clearwater, Florida. I'm having the time of my life. I've already been out on a stone crab fishing trip, actually picked up that stone crab with my bare hands. I've had the best time, and now we are at Frenchie's processing plant where the crabs that we caught this morning are going to be processed. So I'm with Tommy, and he's the knowledgeable person in this end of the business. So tell us what happens when you get these stone crabs.
When the boats come in at night, generally they come in right before dark, and they'll come in, we weigh them up on the scale, they're brought back here, we bring them back to the boiling pots. We cook 50 to 75 pounds at a time.
Wow.
We put the water's already at a boil. When we put the crabs in, that'll knock the boil down.
Right.
As soon as it gets back to a hard boil, we hit the timer, another 5 minutes at a hard boil. After that, they go into the slush tank. The slush tank's nothing but ice and fresh water,
Yeah.
and that shocks the meat off the shell so the meat doesn't stick to the shell.
Ah.
Once they're cooled down, onto the table, and they're graded by 4 different size, which are your medium, which is from legal size to 3 ounces, your large are 3 to 5 ounces, your jumbos are 5 to 7 ounces, and then the colossals are 7 ounces and up.
Well, I saw those guys doing that earlier, and I mean, they're so knowledgeable in the process that they were moving really fast. Well, obviously, this is a delicacy here, and Clearwater is actually like the place to get stone crabs. I mean, y'all are presenting this all over the country, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my gosh. Well, Chris, this is where you come in because you're making sure that your vendors, your restaurants, other people are getting, so tell us about that part of the business.
We get the easy part. We just serve the crabs to the customers, basically. It comes in the restaurant from the market here. We weigh them up to order. We break them up for them and plate them up very nicely. We have a mustard sauce that we make in-house for the cold, which is a traditional way to serve them.
Right.
And then we have a drawn butter. If people want to have them warmed up, we warm them in a steamer. And that's about it. Cocktail fork, lemon, goes on the plate, out to the table.
Well, I tell you, I know we're making you guys hungry, and if you're going to make this trip to Clearwater, certainly you want to make sure that you order this in a restaurant or come by the market and get some to go home. But if you're not in the area, they've got a great thing going, a mail order part of their business. So we actually did that in preparation for this trip. Took it right off the front porch, brought it in the kitchen, opened it up, and it looked just like this.
It is out the door at 5 o'clock and on your doorstep by noon the following day.
Gosh, well, I recommend it. All right, so we are going to head over to the Beachcomber where we're going to enjoy a wonderful meal made with some of these stone crabs. So Tommy, thank you.
Thank you very
Chris,
much.
thank you, and I'm going to head that way. All right, so I've been on a boat. I've been to a stone crab processing plant. Now I've showered and gotten changed, and I'm at Bob Howman's Beachcomber in Clearwater with Sherry Howman, who is just noted for being the best place if you want to eat these delicious stone crabs that we had this morning. Sherry, thank you so much for having us.
Well, thank you so much for being here. This is such an exciting day you've had today so far.
Oh my goodness. Well, tell us a little bit about what I'm looking at right here that I cannot wait to dive into.
Well, one of the things that we're known for is we only buy the stone crabs that are colossal in size, and that's a 7 ounce to 8 ounce, preferably 8. And we're also known because we have the best mustard sauce.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's what this is right
That's
here.
what that is right
Okay, well,
there.
there's a story behind that, right?
That's right. My father-in-law, Bob Heilman Sr., was president of the National Restaurant Association in 1969, and he got the opportunity to go to Joe Stone Crab, of course, knowing all the independents, and he got the recipe from them, and then tweaked it a little bit, brought it back here. And the idea behind the stone crab sauce is to enhance the flavor of the stone crab, not overpower it. Stone crabs, especially the colossals, are just so sweet and they don't need a lot, but it just gives it a little extra something.
Well, and you know, that's the thing, you want to taste the product.
Right.
And so to have a little something that enhances it. Well, Sherry, you are quite noted in this area. I mean, I've heard you, I've been here 2 days and I've already heard all about you, but you've this month have something new and exciting going on. Tell us about that.
Well, thank you for that. Yes, I've just had the honor to be sworn in as the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce, and that's going to be for the year 2022.
Congratulations.
And thank you so much. It's very exciting. And then I am the founder and the chair of the organization Ocean Allies.
And I see the little cards on the table, so you're very proud of that.
I'm very proud of that. We are working with the city and other organizations to get all of Clearwater to be an ocean-friendly destination. The statistic is 85% of people searching for a destination would like a sustainable destination for their families or their groups. So we want to be that destination.
Oh, so you're doing all this work, you've organized a group just to make that happen. Well, that is just fantastic. Well, Sherry, I will have to say that this is not a familiar food to me. I wish it was, but certainly the area where I live, you don't get this all the time. So I would love for you to kind of give me a tutorial on how to eat these.
This is one of my favorites, and all you do, you just got to dig in. So you
Okay.
just grab a claw. You got your napkin in your lap.
got my napkin in my
You got
lap.
your cocktail fork.
Okay.
You just take the end of, because we crack them so well, and you just take the end of
look
your
at
claw
that.
and you
Yo!
just pull that out right there.
Oh
And
my
then
gosh.
Just,
And
just a little dip in the stone crab mustard sauce. And that's heaven.
oh my goodness. I know I'm not supposed to talk with my mouth full, but this is amazing. Well, certainly going through what I went through today, going off in the boat, watching them put the fish head in the trap, watching them come out. We even saw an octopus, which is the devil to a stone crab.
Oh, yeah.
And now to be in this beautiful restaurant with you, Sherry, who is such an active member of this community, and what you're giving back by your history with your family and doing all that is so rewarding. Well, everybody, I'm going to continue to enjoy this with Sherry, get to know her a little better. When we come back from the break, we're going to be headed over to Salt Cracker, to the pier, and learn a little bit more about what they do on that side of things. So let's just continue to enjoy this.
Okay.
And you all come back with us after the break. I wish you were here with us.
Cheers.
Cheers. Vera's Corner is sponsored by TaxSlayer. It's your refund. Go get it. Sub-Zero Wolf & Co., the premium leading refrigeration, cooking, and dishwashing company, has launched a full suite of new appliances. Let's take a look. First, let's peek at Sub-Zero Designer Series under-counter refrigeration. This diverse collection offers luxurious convenience and unmatched style while precisely preserving food, wine, and beverages. Professional heritage, iconic aesthetics, and innovative performance unite in Wolf's boldest and entirely revamped cooking package, the Wolf Dual Fuel Range. Its durable construction and intuitive features ensure every home chef can enjoy predictably delicious results for decades. Providing a sleek alternative to the professional style range, the Wolf Induction Range offers the historic and unparalleled performance of Wolf, including Wi-Fi capabilities and chef-tested cooking modes in a modern shell. And finally, the Wolf E-Series built-in oven offers enhanced cooking performance inside and cleaner design-friendly aesthetics outside. To experience these new appliances in person, visit your local Sub-Zero, Wolf, and Cove showroom. Welcome back, everybody. If you're just joining me, I'm in Clearwater, Florida. I'm with Elliot Pappas. He's the executive chef and general manager here at Salt Cracker Fish Camp. We're right on the marina. Welcome, Elliot.
Thank you. Thank you for having us today.
I'm so glad to be here, and this is part of the Bay Star Restaurant Group,
Correct.
and you all have lots of restaurants.
We do have a lot of locations in the Tampa Bay area. Obviously, this is Salt Cracker Fish Camp, located right on the marina, Clearwater Beach.
And I heard this was the best of all of them.
And that is right.
Well, we are so glad to be here. And when I was looking at the menu earlier, it was like the South met the sea.
Correct.
I mean, just the combination of flavors and the profiles, I just loved it. But if I had to choose something off the menu for you to prepare for me today, what would that be?
It would be our signature dish, the blackened grouper sandwich.
Oh, that looks amazing. Okay, so surely you're going to tell our audience how you prepared this.
Of course. We do get our fresh caught grouper in every day. We do pat it dry.
Okay.
We blacken it on the first side. We saute it on a flat top grill with a little bit of olive oil. Cover it up, sear it for about 4 minutes, and then we flip it over, brush it with a little bit of our house-made herb butter, and re-blacken it, toast it on toasted brioche bun.
Oh gosh, with fresh lettuce and all of that, that looks so good. Okay, I know what a grouper is.
Okay.
Because I, fish in Beaufort, South Carolina.
Okay.
And tell everybody about the grouper, the fish itself.
The grouper is kind of like the state of Florida game fish. Everyone is, when they come on vacation, they do want to eat the grouper, and we serve the best grouper in Clearwater Beach.
Well, you got to go way down in the water to get that grouper, right?
Correct. It's definitely a bottom feeding fish. Right now, you're probably going about 30, 40 miles out.
Wow.
And you're fishing about 50, 60 feet of water.
Well, speaking of the water, I was actually on a boat yesterday doing stone crabbing, and it was just the best experience. I had such a great time. So I see all of these boats here at your dock here at the marina. So I understand that you all do charters from here.
Correct. We do offer deep sea charters. Obviously, you could go catch grouper, snapper, and different game fish. Customers are more than welcome to bring their catch back to us at Salt Cracker Fish Camp, and we prepare for them fresh. And if they have any leftovers, they can always take it home, or we ship it out to them.
Gosh, now y'all don't hear that. You can come to Clearwater, you can get a charter from here, you could go out and catch a bunch of stuff, bring it back, eat it immediately. You can't get much fresher than that.
No, you cannot.
And then if you have leftovers, you get to share it with your friends and family when you get home. Well, obviously, this is a great reason to come here. Salt Cracker Fish Camp is a great restaurant. I cannot wait to enjoy this. But I understand the sunsets here are amazing.
They're magical.
So I'm going to get prepared to go make sure I see that happen. So Elliot, thank you so much for your hospitality today. And y'all come back with us after the break, and we will see you soon. Welcome back, everybody, and we have had an amazing 2 days in Clearwater Beach. What a fun experience. And we are now at Pier 60, getting ready for sunset, and the festival that goes on here is just really amazing. So let's recap what we've done over these last 2 days. So we started early in the morning on a fishing boat going out to get stone crabs. Captain Mark was amazing, his team. We did everything from put the fish heads in the pots to reel them in to, harvesting them out. And I learned about, how to even pick up a crab. So that was great. We left there and went to the processing plant where I learned how quickly that process goes. Determining the size of them all was very, very interesting. And then we went to Bob Heilman's Beachcomber restaurant, met with Sherry. She says she only serves colossal. I got to eat one of those, so that was really fun. And then the next day, we were at Salt Cracker Fish Camp, where we met with Chef Elliot. He was the king of making a grouper sandwich. We left there and did sunset at Pier 60. All the vendors were set up. I saw some things that I've never seen before. It was just a beautiful experience from watching the people from all over the country that were involved on the beach that day. Okay, so there's a lot of other things to do if you're in Clearwater. If you are into sports, you would absolutely love to get to watch the Phillies do their spring training. And then the other activities, you know, you're surrounded by mangroves that are filled with wildlife, and you can look at that either by kayak or paddleboard. The dolphin sightseeing tours are amazing. They come right up to the boat. The kids would actually love that. Pier 60 has a 1,000-foot fishing pier. It's fully stocked with bait. There are pavilions, there's telescopes so you can see the dolphins from the dock. And then finally, hiking, biking, skating, frisbee golf. It's a perfect family vacation. So I certainly want to thank the City of Clearwater for their hospitality. And you know, speaking of hospitality, just remember that no matter what you do, do it in good taste. I hope you'll come back and join me again next week.